Ukraine has resiliently resisted Russia for over 2 years, but now a new, even more alarming threat is emerging. In a shocking development, North Korea, one of the most isolated and dangerous nations, has decided to join the conflict, sending around 3,000 soldiers to support Russia's weakening forces. So, how did North Korea become involved in this conflict? And how will this new alliance impact the future of the war in Ukraine? On October 16, 2024, the BBC reported, citing a Ukrainian intelligence source, that North Korea had deployed troops to Russia, causing an international stir. Many believe that Moscow and Pyongyang are forming an opposing military alliance. The Kremlin has denied the allegations, with spokesperson Dmitry Peskov claiming that there are no North Korean soldiers in Russia or Ukraine, dismissing the report as Western fabrication. However, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stressed that the risk of North Korea joining the conflict is very high. The question is no longer if, but how many troops will be sent. In June 2024, Kim Jong-un and Putin signed a military pact, committing to support each other when needed, creating a military alliance similar to a mini NATO. Russia and North Korea are now not only exchanging weapons, but also advanced technologies, such as ballistic missiles and nuclear submarines. This alliance signals a major shift on the battlefield, and Ukraine now faces not only Russia, but also North Korea. There are concerns that Russia may help North Korea get closer to equipping submarines with nuclear warheads, making the defense pact between the two countries even more dangerous. In June 2024, as Putin's special military operation stalled, few thought the war would spread to Russian territory. But on August 6th, Ukraine unexpectedly advanced into Russia's Kursk region, breaking through the border defenses. Within 2 weeks, Russia had to evacuate 200,000 people as Ukraine captured 460 square miles of territory, advancing up to 18 miles and taking control of 93 villages. This was a major turning point, giving Zelensky not only a bargaining advantage, but also sending a powerful message to Putin and the Russian people that the war could be fought on Russian soil. The Kursk invasion seems to have served as a pretext for North Korea's involvement in the war. It's possible that Putin opened the door for Ukraine to enter Kursk, thereby setting the stage to request military assistance from Pyongyang. In fact, even before signing the pact, North Korea had supported Russia with millions of artillery shells in containers in exchange for food and raw materials. By June 2024, the number of containers had reached nearly 10,000. South Korea's Defense Minister Shin Won-sik warned that North Korea is producing artillery at full capacity to support Russia, while other domestic production plants are operating at only 30% capacity due to raw material shortages. This military cooperation could indicate that Putin is seeking to strengthen ties with North Korea to secure supplies of ammunition and military resources to prolong the war, a sign of desperation as Russia's resources are gradually depleting. According to GFP data, North Korea possesses around 3,215 tanks, ranking second in the world by quantity. While transporting these tanks long distances to the Ukrainian battlefield would be challenging, if Pyongyang finds a way to bring them to Russia, Moscow would gain an additional steel army for support. However, North Korea's navy, with 505 ships, mostly patrol vessels, would be of little help due to Turkey's blockade of the Black Sea. North Korean soldiers may lack experience or equipment, but their sheer numbers are something Putin can exploit. With his meat grinder approach previously demonstrated, thousands of North Korean soldiers could become cannon fodder on the front lines. Former UK Defense Attaché John Foreman commented that North Korean troops would help reduce Russian casualties, but would mainly serve as a human shield. North Korea has mandatory military service, with all men serving for 10 years and women for 8 years. The North Korean constitution considers the defense of the country to be the highest honor, compelling citizens to sacrifice for any objective set by Kim. Christoph Bluth, a professor of international security, believes North Korea has only two assets to support Russia: its stockpile of Soviet-era ammunition and its soldiers. It is anticipated that North Korean soldiers will be trained in Russia and may be deployed in Kursk to fend off attacks from Ukraine. James Waterhouse of the BBC reported that around 3,000 North Korean soldiers have arrived in Ulan-Ude, near the Russian-Mongolian border, with the possibility of moving into Kursk to support Russia under the spirit of the defense pact between the two countries. Putin's plan may be to use North Korean soldiers to secure Kursk before pushing them to the front lines in Ukraine. For North Korean troops, refusing orders would lead to severe punishment, leaving them with no other option. Dr. Jenny Mathers from Aberystwyth University noted that while the North Korean forces do not significantly alter the situation at present, Ukraine should still remain cautious. The greatest challenge for Russia will be the language barrier and integration, as North Korean soldiers do not speak Russian. The BBC also emphasized that coordination is crucial. Without it, the lack of synchronization among North Korean forces could make it easier for Ukraine to counterattack. On October 16th, Newsweek reported that some North Korean soldiers from the first group sent to Russia had deserted. Currently, 18 North Korean soldiers deployed in the Kursk and Bryansk regions near the Ukrainian border are being hunted by Russian forces. Russian commanders are trying to cover up the incident, but it poses a serious and unpredictable issue for them. The desertions could stem from two reasons. Either the soldiers do not want to face the dangers posed by Ukraine, or they see this as an opportunity to escape North Korea's strict supervision. What does this mean for Ukraine? The lack of cohesion and instances of desertion could be an advantage, making it easier for Ukraine to counter this force. However, if North Korea continues to send tens of thousands of soldiers, Ukraine will still face considerable pressure. What do you think about North Korea sending troops to Russia? Could this be the start of a larger wave? Share your thoughts in the comments. And thank you for watching the video.